Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to look at the first part of the wheel rim for our certificate process in the part design using Part Studio. So in our Onshape account, I'm going to want to create a new document and we're going to call it wheel rim. Once we're inside, we'll create a sketch, Shift S on the front plane in to use the normal work plane, and from here we can begin adding our geometric shapes. So we're going to use a bunch of circles here. You could also use the offset command, but if you look at the slide, they give you the diameter of the actual circle. So I'm going to hit C on my keyboard and I'm going to start it at origin, and I'm going to do a series of circles. The first one is 150. But as usual, I need to make sure that I change my workspace units from the default inch to millimeter. And I'm going to change this to gram. I believe it's gram for this one. So let's go back in here, delete this guy, and Shift S and start a new sketch again. So C for circle. My first circle is 150. Now I might zoom out, and it's going to put this in here. For now, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to show you how to drag that out once we're done. My second concentric circle is going to be 400, and from there it is, I believe, 475. And our final circle is 500 millimeters. Now, I'm going to go ahead and escape this. So I have these diameters now with my dimension lines, and they really convolute my drawing. So once you're done, if you escape and then you just click them and drag them, I would put them all in the very similar work area. So I'm going to put them over here for now. And then the final thing that I want to do in my initial sketch is to add my angled lines that we're going to use for the spokes here in a little while. So I'm going to use L on my keyboard to activate the line command, and I'm going to draw just my angled line and then go up to the second circle. So if I draw these for now, we will dimension them in just a second. I will put them on here, and I need a third line that I will use as a reference point to put my holes on later. And this line needs to be a construction line. So I'm going to hover over the line again. I'm going to select it and hit Q on my keyboard, and that will change it to a construction line. And I need to make these 30 degrees. So D on the keyboard. Select these two lines and drag straight up, and that should give you your angled dimension. And we're going to want those 30 degrees. And what you're going to see here is these are still 30 degrees, but I want them to be symmetrically placed or distanced from this construction line. So if I come up here to my quick access toolbar and I find my symmetric constraint, and I select the entities that I want to be symmetric, so this line and this angled line, and I want them symmetrically distanced from this center construction line. And now it'll snap it in place for us. And that is the first video on getting our two-dimensional lines in for this sketch. Check back in a second here, and we will, actually before we go, let's go ahead and change this. We're going to need this later, so let's go ahead and change this and call it the main sketch. For now, once you do that, accept it, and then you'll be done for this video.